Welcome back to Digimon World 3.
I don't get it.
We're going real fast.
We're going real fast and we're going along Phoenix Bay, and I don't remember where we're going. Oh yeah, now I remember where we're going.
I like how Agumon Naruto runs. Have we mentioned that already?
No, I don't think we have. Agumon Naruto runs.
Agumon
Wait, I
runs.
thought we did because I thought we know. I'm pretty sure we did talk about that because I then said
well, we didn't. You didn't get to see it, but I did mention that he does Naruto run, and then.
Oh yeah.
So.
This is what happens when we record these parts like weeks apart,
months apart.
So basically, what we have to do is we have to go here because that's where the Digi-Egg is that we need for like going underwater, and it turns out we need a bomb so we can get inside there.
What? We're terrorists?
Yes.
Yes, we have to bomb. So Sepicmon tells us that Baronmon has the way to get us explosives so we can get in there. And Baronmon's in the protocol ruins, so we have to come all the way back here. All the way back here.
Oh.
Also, Baronmons show up in the protocol ruins.
Well, hi there.
the first time that happens, like every part, it frightens me.
Well, because of the glitch screen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there are numerous times in the game where you will find yourself encountering new enemies in old locations, and this is just one of those. So I figured I would point this out now. This is not an isolated thing just because you have to meet Baronmon. There's tons of instances where like the surrounding area near Saryu City and Asuka City will get new enemies because you've done like a certain amount of the story. Also, Baronmon hits kind of hard. Why? What up with the blue and purple explosions?
I don't know, your game's glitched. Probably.
Thankfully, they're not.
And there goes the battle.
Oh god damn it!
Oh.
I mean, this came out in the same generation as that game, yes. If you could combine the like side game stuff that Pokemon Stadium had with the story of Digimon World 3, I think you'd have an amazing monster catching console game. Because Stadium had so many fun things to do, but it also had no story. And I mean, even like, let's take having the story of Coliseum or XD with the side stuff from a Stadium game, and you would have one of the greatest console monster catching games.
What if
it wouldn't even have to be Pokemon?
What if we just had Pokemon Coliseum?
I would like it if I had access to more than 60 Pokemon.
No. You get nothing.
No. I get nothing.
Yes. For asking
Anyway, we go
for
in
something
here.
for more, you get nothing now.
This is the reliability spot.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know, but this is
It's
the
reliable, I
Digi-Egg
guess. Oh.
of sincerity. I'm going to not lie to you. I paused because I forgot which one it was.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
So yeah, now we get to call Submarimon and go diving. Submarimon, what's the other one? Digimon that we'll be able to get access to later. They're actually both branched evolutions from the same Digimon. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Armadillomon.
Armadillomon, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, because it's...
Why aren't we moving? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Because I'm trying to look up where we're gonna go. Also, this is Keith again. Hello.
Oh.
Why is Keith lost?
I don't know. I don't think he's lost, though.
Yeah, because... Ankylomon is one of the DNA Digivolution Digimon that you need. I think who's he fused with? I think it's Angemon.
Right, so this is South Cape. over here there is a tamer. We don't fight him because he actually caused me to game over the first time. So I don't remember if I ever show him off, but
Didn't we already fight a Woodmon?
Oh,
we did already fight a Woodmon. I can't believe I did not take that out. We even took out that exact Woodmon. I think that I already did show off a green Woodmon. Oh well. Because I do try to show off like the colored variants, but I think I missed over skipping over this.
But
guy.
it wasn't on the beach.
Oh, I think that might have also been it. But, I mean, we end up having another encounter like 2 seconds later. This is Shellmon.
That's a hippo.
It looks.
Shellmon
it looks like
is
a
the
hippo
one that
fused with a hermit crab.
Shellmon is the Digimon that caused Agumon to turn into Greymon.
Oh, well, isn't this ironic?
And yet Agumon is still Agumon. They really need to fix that.
It says Agumon, but he's really great.
They really need to fix that.
Unfortunately, they do.
I hope they do in a patch.
Yeah,
It's a 2002 game.
They can still patch
they can
it.
still patch it.
Yeah, just like they're gonna also go door to door and patch wave dashing out of Super Smash Bros. Melee.
They better.
It's like, hello, citizen. Do you own a copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee for Nintendo GameCube? We're here to install a patch on it.
I mean, hey, don't tell me they can't patch it, because apparently Konami can fucking patch like Symphony of the Night where you can't just fucking backdash everywhere.
Oh.
What
What are you doing?
I had some poor editing in this video.
Oh.
What am I doing is correct. These guys have some high defense too, so even like your harder hitting physical attackers are probably not going to be any good. Your best bet is, unsurprisingly, electric elemental techniques, because they all do a lot of damage, and they will do a lot of damage to quite a few enemies in scenarios coming up.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to mention that all Digimon have like a little animation where they're low on HP, so they'll. I think. Does any Pokemon game actually do that, or do they just have slowed down animations?
No, I'm pretty sure they
Pretty
just slow down.
Yeah. So I think it's interesting that the Digimon have unique animations for when they're low on health.
I mean,
It gives them a little more personality.
Let's be fair. Game Freak cuts more corners than fucking Namco Bandai does.
I mean, it depends.
Namco Bandai
Depends on the specific developer for Namco.
I mean, because they've actually had a sort of like, "ow, fuck, this hurts" kind of animation since the original Digimon world.
This is Garudamon's gym. We actually have access to another gym.
Are you gonna fight it?
There's actually
boy.
There's actually one gym on every sector, so there's 4.
You gonna fight it?
Garudamon's an ultimate, if I remember. Because it's the Digivolution of Bergermon.
And I'm here to show off the Dark Resistance thing. Yeah,
The haunting.
they have a ghost.
Pokemon.
I like how that's a successful instance of training, is accidentally stepping on the sword and having it flip up in front of the ghost and scaring it away.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Why not?
So,
Bitch.
let's call Submarimon.
Oh.
Yay, bitch.
To this day, I still don't know where that thing is coming from
There,
to find
there we go.
but
I called it.
This has some very weird controls. So the triangle button is to lower yourself. There's no button to ascend. You just naturally ascend if you're not holding the descend button. And just like the rest of this game's isometric view, the directions are a little funky.
Thanks.
So-
I hate it.
Yeah. Thanks, I hate it is right.
Guys, who's doing Sonic 3D Blast?
Dolphmon.
And why is it not
Oh
me?
god, nose goes.
Well,
I'm gonna nominate Justin.
okay, here we go.
What?
Nominating. I second the nomination for Justin for Sonic 3D Blast.
All right. Nomination is heard. Justin's doing Sonic 3D Blast.
Hell yeah.
It was democratically elected. You cannot deny it.
Yep.
I sit over this court of the body of the people.
What people?
Katie.
I was gonna say you three.
Maybe Al.
Katie, Al.
Hi, Al and Katie.
Katie's not watching this.
Out.
Al might.
What? Who else watches? I don't know. Let's see. Does Smash King actually watch anything? Who?
I have
Who
no
is
idea.
Smash King?
I know who you're talking about, but I have no idea. And why do they rock so hard?
Who's Jampad?
No, seriously. Who's Smash King?
Smash King is one of the people from the group that Katie and I are in on Facebook.
I mean, I'm also in that group, but
But you
I'm
don't-
also in that group.
But you guys don't talk
yeah,
after.
but
Listen,
like Jack.
they start messaging too early in the morning because they wake
true.
up like normal people at like 7 a.m.
And then
I hear my
And we wake up at, like, maybe 10.
if that. I woke up at like
And by then, they've already had, like, a full conversation.
I worked at noon today and I got out of bed at probably 11:20.
I worked at 1 today, and I got out of bed at 11 a.m.
Well,
I
good for
had
you.
to go to work
you.
at 2, and I got up at about 12. So,
Justin's like, what's work?
Huh?
what's that?
What's getting up?
Wait, what?
Dolphmon has really high evasion, by the way, so this thing's a piece of shit.
The irony of that is that Justin probably woke up before all of us.
Probably.
I did. I usually walk. My usual waking up schedule is around 8 or 9. And I
You
play
wake
video-
up like normal people, despite not being a normal people.
No, I do not get enough sleep because I'll stay up until like 2 or 3 a.m. and then wake up at 8.
This fucking Dolphmon won't stop evading my attacks.
This is the equivalent of a Pokemon that just uses double team over and over again.
Basically. And it hasn't even done anything to
Or sand
actually
attack.
like, raise its evasion. It just is naturally evasive.
Well, Digimon also plays more like a normal RPG than Pokemon does.
Where evasion is based on your speed.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it's more just on the fact that you can get into these fucking chains where like they don't even have to do anything and they're just dodging everything you do to them.
Yeah. It's annoying too. And I don't have Renamon with me, so I can't just fry them with like a Electro Ball or something like that. So I'm kind of stuck.
Because the thing that kind of makes Pokemon kind of impossible to compare to normal RPGs is that they have a lot of attacks that are guaranteed hits.
Yeah, no. There's like a few. So most physical attacks have to abide by the evasion rules, whether or not they're techniques or not. And most magic is generally going to hit. I mean, there's rare instances where they can be evaded, but most magic-based skills are usually going to hit.
Also, I'm pretty sure your speed is fucking random as shit sometimes because there are times you'll attack normally and then there are times where you get hit like twice in a row before you even get a chance to do anything.
It more or less is accurate to the difference in your evasion stats, but it's not scaled. So like what it is it's like if a Digimon is so much faster, then it will get 2 turns in a row, but it isn't like, oh, your Digimon has to be like 1.5 times the speed of the other one to get 2 turns in a row 50% of the time. Like it doesn't like scale normally. It's like, oh, if this Digimon is at least this much more, then it gets a second turn in a row. this much of the time. It's weird. I don't know how it handles it, why it handles it. I don't know whose idea it was. Who, why, and were they fired or did they get promoted? Like, where are they now?
I think.
Where are they now?
Know your stars. Know your stars.
Know your stars.
that was the perfect response to that, and I thank you. We are in the Badlands, South Badlands, and we are finally in West Sector.
Texas? Wait, no. Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
The Panhandle.
Disgusting.
Specifically, the Panhandle.
All of West Sector is a wasteland or a desert.
Oh, Borderlands. Got it.
Yes, it's Borderlands.
The first
Welcome
one.
to Borderlands
The first
1.
Welcome to
yeah.
Borderlands 1. We just passed by Nick.
That's Ogre.
This is Ogre.
That's Ogre Man.
Ogre Man.
Yeah. Of the Megan
Sure.
Man franchise.
Of the Megan Man franchise. As you can see, my attacks do like no damage to this thing.
Huh.
Neat.
There's also gonna be Goborimon, a different color Dokugamon that will show up. There's what else shows up? I'm just listing off stuff that shows up in the sector, not like just this specific spot. There's Mammothmon, a tan-colored variant of Airgermon.
Isn't Airgermon part of the Guilmon line?
I think so. Yeah, Airgermon, Malegermon.
That's just a guy.
It's just a man.
No, male as in M-A-I-L, and male as in like chainmail, like armor.
He's a
He's
male
a
man.
male.
No.
Mon. Mailman Mon. Hey guys.
He's a dragon mailman, mind you. Come on. No, he's male as in like armor. So like, yeah.
Boo.
So it's
Nightmon.
like, yeah. For some reason, he has dreadlocks too.
Ogremon is
He's,
like
he has dreadlocks. He must be Mon Mon.
Oh god. There's a Mon, and that Mon doesn't have dreadlocks, and I am a
Boo.
little annoyed by that.
Don't look
Ogremon
down,
is like-
Mon.
Ogremon's like the Gyarados of Digimon.
Why
Never
do I
keeps his
keep
fucking
taking
mouth
so
shut.
long in this video to do things?
That's why it's 30 minutes.
What else do we run into here? There's Tuskmon. Tuskmon is actually very important. Tuskmon will drop one of the most important and broken accessories in all of Digimon World 3. The Counter Crest. It was nerfed in the European version, but it is still very strong. More on that later, once I remember the rest of the Digimon that pop up here. Edamon.
So
Edamon also appears in this.
fucking Elvis.
Those things will heal for their entire HP bar too, and if like they can catch you, you can get caught in a loop where every time you attack them, they just keep healing it off, and it's annoying.
What is it? I think was there a metal Edamon? I forgot.
There is a metal Edamon. I don't remember if you can run into him. I think he's a random encounter later in the game. I think that covers it. The Counter Crest, though. The Counter Crest this is Noise Desert, by the way. It's the actual deserty area. There's another deserty area down to like the southwest that we'll go to later. The Counter Crest is an item that when you have equipped, it will have the Digimon automatically counter any physical techniques, only physical, and it will do them it will counter for the exact same amount of damage that they took, regardless of their attack stats. So if they take 599 damage, they will deal 599 damage, which is amazing because a lot of random encounter Digimon do more damage, way more damage than they actually would have HP, like, scaled. Like, your HP stat is so much higher than theirs most of the time. But they can still do, like, just more damage than you by a bit. And when you do it back to them, like, you're basically taking out their whole health bar.
So,
But the thing is that in the American version, it counters all the time, whereas it only activates 50% of the time in the PAL release.
that's actually the same counter that fucking Fire Emblem has, because no matter how much damage they do to you, you'll do the exact damage back to them. I'm trying to think here. What was I gonna say? Oh, that move in particular. I mean, it's obviously not the same, but like that pretty much they turn the accessory into one of Jesmon's attacks, where he could put up a counter. But the thing is that I can't remember if it's he can block anything or just like physical attacks. But like he doesn't take any damage from it. Like if you hit him when he's got his counter up, you're getting hit.
Yeah. The only other issue with the counter crest is it is bugged, and if your weapon-based equipment has any added effects, like that it can poison or it can steal HP, the counter crest just shuts off. It doesn't work. So you can't. There's like some equipment, like claw-based items that I can have on like Guilmon and Agumon later or whatever, and it causes it's one of those HP sapping ones. Like you can heal HP sometimes, not all the time. You can heal HP sometimes when you do physical techniques. And unfortunately, if I have those equipped, I can't use the counter crest because the counter crest doesn't work if I have them.
That sounds like poor programming.
Yeah.
Its effect gets overwritten.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Does that mean you can use? Does it? You have to use vanilla weapons that don't have any side effects.
Yes. But generally, those are typically more powerful than ones with an added effect anyway, so you have the incentive to be using those weapons anyway.
Well, chances are, if you train yourself enough, you won't need a counter crest because you'll be buff enough to just take it.
Yeah, it also depends on your build. Like some Digimon, they have really, really good HP, and they make better uses of the counter crest because they have that HP to go off of. But there are also some Digimon like Renamon, for instance. Renamon's not very good at using the counter crest, which is one of the reasons why Renamon's not very good to carry later in the game, because Renamon's HP stat's not very good, and if it takes a hit, it's going to take a lot of damage. So yes, it would be able to do a lot of damage back with the counter crest, but you'd rather just have it evading everything. Like, it has really good speed, and you can build it to have even more good speed, so you'd rather have it not taking that damage at all.
Yeah.
Whereas somebody like Agumon or Kodamon or Beamon even, or Guilmon, like those four, especially Kumamon, that we'll be using later, the bear one, the one that Jack is drawn as on the thumbnail.
The one that's actually on the cover.
Yeah. That one has really good HP as well. He's really good at using the counter crest. Patamon is not. I mean, our Patamon doesn't even have 100 HP yet, or 1,000 HP. It has 862.
I was gonna say, what numbers are you looking at?
It has 862. It doesn't even have 1,000 HP, I should be saying. And by this point in the game, like, that kind of sucks. I think... So I got rid of Patamon soon after this part. I don't think he's leveled up again.
In the garbage.
I think he's still stuck at level 14.
But Patamon's such a good cinnamon roll. Why would you do that to him?
Because he could be a good cinnamon roll, but he's not a good fighter.
Because he's not Imperial, Jamal.
Exactly, he is not Imperial Digimon. And I am on a quest to get Imperial Digimon.
Well, none of your
So-
Digimon are Imperial Digimon.
So are you-
But I
Are you-
will. But listen, I will be getting the Digimon that can become Imperial Digimon soon.
Are you dumping Patamon for Vmon?
I dump Patamon for something else first. I'm pretty sure I start running Agumon, Renamon, Kodomon for a little while, just because although Renamon's not going to be good later in the game, she still is good until somewhere about the halfway point. There's a specific cutoff point where I'm not going to use her anymore, but I do flip her back and forth in the team. Vmon does come a little later. Right now I'm off-screen grinding and I'm like flipping between. I'm using Kumamon and Vmon, and then I'm trying to grind up Guilmon for a little bit, but probably gonna switch Kodomon back in. Kumamon's actually really cool. Like he digivolves into like a form of Leomon called Grapleomon.
Yeah, I
And then
remember.
he can become Marsmon.
Wait, I think Grapleomon is an ultimate.
Yeah, Grapleomon's an ultimate because you have to fight Grapleomon in order to get Kumamon's DNA.
Yeah. It's Bancho Leomon that's the mega.
No. Marsmon is the mega for Kumamon in this game anyway. And each time I say Kumamon, I mean Bearmon. They decide to retcon his name into Bearmon because they came out with a Kumamon in the Digimon Frontier anime, and it's
Yeah.
like an ice bear. That's not the one that's in this game, even though they have
Well-
the same name.
Kumamon is just Japanese for Bearmon.
Yeah, I don't know why they decided to go with Kumamon and Bearmon, but whatever.
What was I gonna say?
This thing needs to hurry up and die. We've been fighting the same Digimon for about...
Airdramon is supposed to be like a bluish red color, isn't it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be blue with red wings and a yellow head. And
They fucked up.
it is none of those things.
That's really fucked up.
Damn, we've been fighting the same Airdramon for 7 minutes.
Oh, they're getting tougher.
At least I've been able to... I was able to sit down, have a fireside chat with you all, and explain stuff like the counter
Crest.
and a bunch of other things.
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk on
Counter
Counter
Crest.
Crest. There's refreshments in the line.
Counter Crest.
And it finally went down after evading like 10 attacks.
Well, hey, that just means that I think your level is I guess, just right. Because if it was any weaker, you would be dead.
We got a Magician Rod.
Oh.
Magician Rod's not very good. It's okay.
We already finished that
It's just
LP.
the fact that the
Wait.
what?
So we already finished that LP.
No, go ahead.
Magician Rod, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Dark Magician.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say the Magician Rod. The Rod items aren't very good because you would think that as a magically based piece of equipment that is for Digimon that are typically more magically inclined, you would get a ton of magic attack or wisdom in this case. No, not wisdom, spirit. No, they don't, which means that your Digimon can't really get a whole lot of magical base attack strength off of equipment, and therefore you have to spam training to actually get it there when you could just be using physical attacks and doing more damage anyway. But anyway, we will see you in the next part.